Hey everyone, welcome to Cricut Time. If you like this video, subscribe for more project ideas and tutorials on all things Cricut. Hey everyone, have you ever designed a project with a really thin font, only to find that it was a nightmare to weed? If so, then this video is for you. I'll show you a simple and easy technique to make your next project a success. For today's tutorial, I have Dream Big written in a very thin font. I have it cut in half, and I'm going to use two different techniques to weed each half. If you haven't used a skinny font yet, they are definitely the hardest thing to weed. The letters have a tendency to shift in the cutting process, and the tiniest little sections can get stuck to the rest of the vinyl behind it. So let's start off on the left side here with Dream, and I will weed this like normal, attempting to pull off the background while keeping the letters in place. When you're using a really skinny font, this is easier said than done. Even when I'm being super careful, when I try to pull the backing off, my letter comes up with the background vinyl, and it's really hard to get it back in place and have it stay in place. Often when you're doing letters, it's easier to start by removing the inside of the letters. But as you can see here, when I do that, it pulls up the D completely. For this half of my design, I only have 5 letters. Imagine if I tried to do this with a large-scale project. That would be extremely frustrating and time-consuming. So now I'll show you what happens if I try to pull off that background completely. This would be a complete fail. None of my letters actually stayed in place, and all of them are kind of half stuck onto my vinyl. I could attempt to pull this off and reposition them onto the paper, but it would be really hard to line them up right, and I probably would end up ripping a few by accident as well. Now that I've shown you why regular weeding doesn't work for thin fonts, I'll show you how to fix it. What we're going to need is a piece of transfer tape. While the vinyl is still stuck to the mat, I'll stick my transfer tape on top of it. Take your scraper tool and use it to stick the transfer tape down really well to the vinyl so the adhesive makes contact with all of your letters. Then just flip over your mat and pull your mat away from your vinyl. Take your design, flip it over, and stick it back onto the mat upside down. Grab your scraper one more time and stick it back down to the mat. This technique that we're going to do is called reverse weeding, and as the name suggests, we're going to pull everything off from the back. Grab your weeding tool, pull up an edge on the backing paper, and then pull it off. Again, with letters, it's always easiest to start in the middle of the letter, so just hold your vinyl firmly in place and weed those first. If you push too hard in this step, your transfer tape is going to try to come up as well, so if you have any difficulty, just try a little less pressure. Once all of the inside pieces are gone, you can lift up a corner and carefully and slowly pull off the rest of the vinyl. What a difference! As you can see, all of my letters are perfectly intact, and I don't have any of the lifting issues that I did when I tried to weed these normally. So the next time you're having a problem weeding a project, I recommend trying the reverse weeding technique, and leave me a comment below to let me know how it went. Well, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more project ideas and tutorials on all things Cricut.